Good morning and welcome to a very dark and dreary morning here in Scotland. But I'm not going to let that get me down because the next 2 days are super exciting as I'm meeting up with fellow photographer and vlogger Pamela Marshall, and we're going to be spending the next 2 days exploring many of the woodland locations around Moray, as well as doing some coastal shoots in the evening too. So I'm just waiting for her to arrive just now before we begin our socially distanced 2 days of outdoor photography, but I can't wait to share the next handful of videos with you all as we begin to get out and embrace the full beauty that autumn brings to our landscapes. Welcome to the River Findhorn, where we're going to begin our adventure today. And what I'm hoping to do really is not so much to concentrate on the big vistas and the sort of obvious photographs of landscapes and the scene around me, but what I'm hoping to do is to hone in on the autumnal colours and create some really nice fine art style photographs with the woodland and the trees and the beautiful leaves that we've got here. Annoyingly, there's a composition that stands out to me straight away, and it's these three branches and trees that have fallen down behind me. But the upsetting thing is that it's one of the only parts of this landscape this morning that hasn't got the autumn colours yet, which is frustrating, but it's really nice to know that I am beginning to be able to pick out these kind of things in the landscape. And if you watch my last video, you'll know that it's something I'm really hoping to concentrate on these next 2 days. So what I might do is just take a shot of this, just so that I can remember what I've seen and why I've seen it and why I've liked it. And who knows, maybe I'll be able to come back here in a few weeks when the conditions are, it's even more orange, and maybe I'll be able to get that the photograph I'm dreaming of. But either way, I'll take a quick snapshot of this and I'll get looking for photographs that I can take that can really utilise these beautiful colours. Interest in that's going on in the river around me, and the beautiful colours and the compositions that I'm kind of trying to pick out. There's this amazing tree as well at the bottom of this staircase that I've just come down. Beautiful tree, just full of colours. I'm really struggling to get a good composition of it. I'm trying to zoom into different aspects of the trees, frame the leaves in different ways, and try and use them to contrast against the rock and the interesting shapes in the rock behind it, and just get a good diversity of colours, shapes and textures. I mean, this is a type of photography that's very new to me, but I'm finding the experience very interesting and rewarding, and we've literally just started today. We've got so much time to experiment with these styles of photography, but like I was saying a minute ago, it's great straight away to be able to try and find interest in a woodland and river scene like this and try and pick out these intricate parts of the landscape. So I don't know if these images are going to work, but I'm going to try them anyway, and hopefully even if they haven't turned out great, I will have learned something from doing this regardless. I'd originally shot this image in portrait orientation, but I found when I got back home to Lightroom that it looked much better in landscape form. I really hope you can hear me because I'm beside a really big rapid that's really loud. But there's this epic spot here where we've got the river surging down this gorge, and we've got this beautiful autumnal leaves and tree hanging over here, and on the other side, you can't quite see it, but over there is those 3 branches that I was trying to photograph a few minutes ago. So it'd be quite nice to get this shot here because you've got the autumn colours, you've got the river, and you've got what I was finding interesting further up the river. It's just such a stunning spot, but I don't know if you can tell, but it's now bucketing down with rain, and this spot isn't sheltered like a lot of the other spots here, and I've not got an umbrella with me, so trying to get an image of this in the current conditions is going to be quite challenging, but I really like it, so I think I might sit here and wait it out and hope that the rain will stop soon, or potentially use my jacket or something to cover my tripod and camera while I take this shot, especially because I want to use a polarizing filter. It really brings out those rich colours and vibrancy in these autumnal photographs. So for me, using a polarizer in these conditions is a must, but I need something to cover my camera in order to do that without getting raindrops on it. So yeah, I'm going to attempt this now and see how I get on. I've been openly really bad at in the past is seeing interesting composition opportunities that I'm unsure if they're going to work or not, and then I kind of go, I'm not sure about that photograph, I'm just going to go on to the next one. But one thing I want to get better at, especially when doing a type of photography like this, that I don't do that often, is to stop walking away from potential opportunities and to actually start trying them. And that's exactly what I'm doing with this photograph here. So there's this nice orange leaves overhanging this burn here that runs into the river itself. And there's some really nice rapids behind this overhanging branch. And what I kind of hope is that by using a shallow depth of field, I can focus in on the leaves, get them really sharp, and then have this bloody water behind it to get a really nice abstract style shot. Now, I thought my camera had the ability to change the aspect ratio, but it turns out it doesn't currently. It may get updated in a future firmware update, but the reason I'm saying that is because I would have loved to have shot this in a, you know, a square crop type image, you know, to really visualize it in the camera and get it right in the camera. But I can't find it on there, and I've just googled it, and apparently it doesn't have that ability, which I'm a bit upset about. But what I have done is taken a portrait orientation of this shot, and I think it actually works really, really well. And just being able to try this and force yourself to try these different things, I think is where you learn a lot. And I'm really happy that I'm beginning to realise that and really start pushing myself to try different types of photography. Because like I say, ultimately it's how you learn. And I think this photograph has really spurred me on for the rest of these next few days to try these different styles, and techniques within photography and photograph things that I wouldn't normally shoot to try and create interest within this epic landscape and really hone in on those intimate details within the scene. Well, that's us finished here at location 1 of the day. We're now going to head a few miles further up the river to try and get a different vantage point and a different location. It's also got a really cool bridge as well. But you'll see all of that in the next episode. So as always, I want to say a huge thank you for watching, and I look forward to hopefully seeing you all again next time.